Alrighty, guys, welcome back. Hi. Okay, so we had a little bit of a computer slash system malfunction, so I haven't been able to do that much. Um, but we are here, yes, because we've seen episode 6. Okay, let me just before we even started the reaction. Wow, it was. Ugh. This week has been very heavy. I don't know about you guys, but this week has been very heavy. First, Love in the Air. Then we had My 12%, which was the last episode. And now we have Big Dragon. Why do I literally have been crying since Thursday? Why? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I can't. It's too much. It's too much. But I've loved everything thus far. Okay. Now, those two reactions are coming soon. And now we're just going to go on to episode 6, okay? This one, like I said, this is going to be a very fast review because the episode itself was only about, let's be honest here, it was about 45 minutes, which is, I believe, shorter than the other ones, but it was very heavy. There was a lot of crying on both our parts. It was a lot of surprising. Um, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I was thinking back to episode 1 and how I was like, oh, this is very questionable. The acting is very questionable. But now that I understand why it was so uncomfortable for him to even act it out, it makes sense why the scene itself was actually really awkward. But compare for episode 1 to episode 6. Beautiful, okay? Alright. Let's jump in. Like I said, I've already seen it literally like a couple minutes ago. So I'm gonna jump into a couple scenes that I thought were very interesting. Um, why did I take myself out? Don't ask me again. As always, technical difficulties. Fine, it was human error. I'm sorry. All right. So first, let's start. Let's start with this kiss. This kiss. P Big, I love you. P9 now. I don't know. I understand why you're here. I love that you're gonna push him a little bit, but this kiss though. Wow. Actually, before that, let's talk about this scene. This scene, honestly, I thought it was really. I always say beautiful because it is. It's always beautiful to see when parents are accepting of their children, right? But I just love mom. Like, she is so supportive. She literally just told him, whoever you love, I don't care. We're not in those times anymore. And I love how she literally told him, um, if you're planning to run away, just remember you are running away. Like, that's not fixing the situation. Okay? Like, as long as you know that, then we'll be okay. Wow. We always love a good supportive mom. Always. Mom. Nice. Um, really, really love this part. Did it help him? Maybe a little bit. But I know it didn't help him as much as when he had the conversation with his friend Hong. I believe that's her name. Um, you guys know I'm really horrible at names. Sorry. Okay. And now we go to this kiss. The reason why I'm kind of very conflicted by this kiss is literally they've known each other since they were little. He literally, Yai just finished telling him that he sees him as a brother. When he went to England and Yai went to the university, he felt like he lost his brother. And you're still gonna sit there, sir, and give him a kiss. You have friend zoned yourself so hard. The only way possible that you could get out of that is if you're Cake and So Ill, like they've literally loved each other for like forever and 2 days, and they moved apart, they came back, and the one was kind of giving up on his love. Then Cake was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about, you're mine. Okay, that's the only way that I see that coming. if the other party actually had mutual feelings. If he didn't, this kiss though, sir, just just why? I mean, I love that he went for it. I really admire that he went for it. Don't get me wrong. But when you really look at the timeline, it's so late. It's so late in this friendship. Like, it really is. And can I just say, the fact that Moncorn didn't do anything annoyed me so much. Because it felt like, oh, what's the name? Like the GMMTV one with Jung and Dunk, when he sees him being kissed by the other one and he doesn't do anything and just walks away. What is this? Like, you literally just saw another man kissing your boo that you've apparently loved since you were 12, and you're still gonna walk away? What? I hate characters like that. He annoyed me so much. But this kiss though, I'm so jealous. Not because P Big got to kiss Moss. Nah. I mean, make it Moss Bank. Nah. Bank got to kiss P Big. And if you follow me, you know that P Big though. P Big, I love you. Him and a couple other people love them. I'm truly biased to them, okay? But that kiss was done really well. Was I expecting it? We were all expecting that to happen because we saw the previews. But part of me wanted it to be like an angle. Part of me wanted it to be because he saw Moncorn. Part of me wanted it to be like after they kissed, it was like, dang, I didn't feel anything. I am so sorry. That's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. Boy. It was rough. But they did a great job. Loved it. It was good. What happens after this is not so great, but wow. They did good though. They did good. You can't fault them for that one. Yeah, let me go into this scene, which I thought, like I said, like I just thought he would fight for him a little bit more. I wanted him to be like, I don't know what I wanted him to do. I know he's conflicted by his own feelings, and with all the stuff that he's dealing with, Moncorn, I mean. But sir, you want something, you fight for it. That's literally what his best friend slash fiance told him, and that woke him up, which I was watching it, I was thinking of something, and not many of you will get the reference, but I will let you know when we get to that one. But I did enjoy watching this scene. I felt like I was like, wow, you actually talked to him formally. What a kick. And it's like, wow. And then he digged back at him, told him to just make it a bathroom. What? These two. I really, really enjoyed this scene. Like, you could tell, like, yeah, I wanted to, like, turn around, cry while he, like, had already left the room. But then he's still there and very persistent and wants to talk to him while he's crying. And I was just like, that is so heavy. But I like the way they did it, honestly. I like that they, like, kind of poke each other. It's not one screaming at the other or, like, one getting hit more than the other. They were, like, literally both hurting. And I like the way that they did that mirror shot. Like, I really liked it. It was really well composed, honestly. Sometimes I like to talk about the way they shoot certain things, because I feel like it does affect the way we think about it. So I really like the way they did that one. I applaud them. Now here comes the heavy stuff, okay? The rest of the episode is It's a very heavy in terms of the feels. And it starts off for myself in this scene because you can tell that she is trying. Like, it's not her fault that the dad is trying to live his life and he brought her in. He probably didn't talk to his children about it. You know, he just kind of brought her one day and it's like, oh, here. Um, did he do it being evil? No, I don't think so. But I also don't think it's her fault either. I just feel like she was thrown into it and now she has to deal with the consequences of what the dad did. And the fact that she cries in this scene broke my heart for her because honestly she is trying to like get him, get Yai to kind of include her. And like here you could tell I was like, sweetie, he is so not interested in going with you. I felt so bad. She looked so happy. But I also get him, you know? I get him, I get him. You know, he misses mom. He has this random lady coming in. She's not pretending to be his mom or trying to like replace his mom, but he still sees it as that, and I get that on a very personal level. Um, and you do get angry, and you're like, why are you doing this to me? But it's like there comes a point where you realize it's not really, they're not doing it against you, but it takes a good minute to get there. But I feel really bad for her. I don't know her name, nor do I think it's particularly important. But I do feel bad for her in this scene, especially when he like literally leaves and she just starts crying, and you can tell she's trying to hide it. Like, I'm okay, everything's okay, but it's like it's not okay. If you need to cry, just let it out, okay? Just let it out. It'll be okay. But this is where all the sad stuff happens. Yeah, and then we go to the scene. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I cried for this scene. I didn't. I really didn't. Yes, it felt pretty emotional, but I don't. No, it just didn't grab me that way. The next scene that happens grabbed me more because it's more of an emphasis on his face, and this one he's like talking more. And I realized that yes, he's a new actor, and you can tell, like he still can't cry. He's still not my gun at the point who makes me cry and bawl my eyes out. He's not my Earth who literally makes me bawl. It's like you can tell. He's not even Pete nor Ford, because those two made me cry. But he still did a pretty good job in like expressing all of it. He did cry, I did see that, but I think the next scene he does a way better job. But it's mostly because I feel like since he has another person to feed off of, you can see the emotion more. And this one is just him, and it's just the camera, so it's like it's very one dimensional. I think if I describe that wrong, sorry, but it's just how I feel when I'm watching this scene. But he did a really good job. He did. He did. I didn't want to go into this scene that much. I feel like we understand a little bit more of where Arjo's coming from, where Monkhorn feels a little bit more, and the fact that, there is this scholarship, this master's program that he might be going away to. So, um, yeah, we get a little bit more information, but I don't really think it's a big scene. I feel like the one that's coming next did a lot of more damage to the story in a good way, but it like broke another wall to the overall series and storyline, which I really enjoyed watching. Okay, and then we hit this very emotional scene, which honestly it got me a little choked up. I'm not gonna lie. And that's for a couple of reasons. And I don't know if you guys remember, if you've even watched the episode five, yeah, episode five's reaction when I was like, oh, how'd she know? She definitely told him his name. But then in this episode, we understand how she knows his name because he literally showed him, Moncorn literally showed her a picture. So it's not weird that when she walked into this restaurant, she saw him. And was like, yay, right? And I'm like, oh, that makes more sense. Because I had originally thought that she was like, yo, yeah, like, we need to meet up, bro. Like, we need to have a talk. But the fact that she came in, saw him, and was like, I know you. How are you? And then things just slowly start like unraveling, and then we get a a memory, and then he starts doing, we call them in Spanish cucharitas, right? And that's when like you want to cry and you're trying to hold it, so your like lip and like this part like quivers a little bit, and like you jut out your like your bottom lip. And it's like we call them cucharitas because literally little kids do that all the time, you know, they fake cry. And you're like, oh, what happened? And when I saw that Yai did that, I was like, no, I can't. No, I can't. No, I can't. No. A couple tears came down. And I'm like, oh, you did this scene so well. But again, I feel like that's why he does this one so much better, because it's a give and take, you know. There's a lot of people in the scene. It's mom, you know, and he just told him that he could call her mom. And it's like on this day that he really wants his mom to be there, that he really wishes that he had that presence with him. The fact that she's there, I was like, oh, I can't. Like, I can't. Whoa. I just took something out of the pillow and that scared me. But, oh, it was so good. And you want to know what broke me the most, honestly? Is when you get into this scene, right? His mom is there singing happy birthday, whatever. She feeds him this dish that Mancor's mom just ordered. And it's part of this memory that he has with his mom. And then he starts to eat. And then he, like, does the cucharitas. And it's like, why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? That is so evil. But it's done so well. It's so effectively done. Like, they did a really good job with the composition and the feel of it. And the fact that he's trying not to cry. He's like, okay, I'll eat. But it's like, but this was mom's dish. Such a good job. And I know people were talking about it on YouTube. There was a lot of shorts and stuff on it, because they were discussing how like this scene in particular like was really sad. And they're not wrong. They're not wrong at all. I don't know if he talked to Moncorn's mom about it. I feel like you can put one and one together, and I'm pretty sure she figured it out. But I don't know if he really talked. I feel like we'll find out in the next episode, but it was a really beautiful, heavy scene to watch. And in this scene, I'm like, I'm gonna flip a table. Sir, I'm gonna flip a table. And she said it's true. Because he didn't even do anything. He gave up before. I mean, you can argue what you may want, but in my opinion, she was very true. She was very correct. Sometimes it's not that we can't. Sometimes it's just that you choose not to. And there's this part here. Let me find it because I'm gonna play it. Hold on. Okay. I want to play it first and then seriously, it's not that we can't choose. It's that we don't dare to choose, right? And then he gets this moment, like he has this epiphany, and there's a Spanish show. I'm sorry for any of you guys who get the reference. There's this Spanish show. It's called La Virgen Guadalupe, right? And it's about these like true life stories that have happened. Maybe a little exaggerated here and there, but um, life stories that happen. And there's a particular moment in each episode and each story where the main character kind of has this like realization. And the way that they get this realization is because they feel this like wind. It's kind of like, I don't know if it's like a healing or like a, what's it called? Like a sign. And that's all I thought of when he just like looked up and was like, oh yeah, that's true. I have to fight for him. If you guys don't know the show, it's fine. But for any of you Spanish speaking, Latin kids that grew up in a Spanish household that used to watch them, that show, like, it was on like every night, I think. And every day was a new episode. But that wind, told you. That's all I thought when I watched the scene. But on the other hand, I felt like, well, she says it's true. But I'm like, really? It took you that long to realize that you have to fight for him? Like, what were you? We're just gonna let him go? Are you kidding me? You had him for 2 seconds. You literally had him right here. And you're just like, oh, okay. Alright. No, come on. You fight. He fights. He fights. And I'm not gonna lie, I really like to see. I really like that he really thought he was gonna be able to escape from problem 1 to problem 2, which is Pong and Park. And it's like, no. Nice try. But no. And you know what? I love that the friends, everyone around there, that cat that was there, all froze. Okay, maybe the cat's not there anymore, but like everyone in the scene froze, just looking at these two. And that grab, he just went, whoa. So good. So good. Good job. Applause. She dropped her ice cream. And the popcorn. Poor popcorn. And these two. It was good. It was good. Next episode's supposed to be really cute. They're supposed to go on a date, and I was like, Mon View. YouTube channel. That's what it's gonna be. I'm ready for it. I'm ready. The fact that he's gonna compete against P9, I'm ready. Because, I mean, P9 is gonna lose. He already lost. He wasn't even in the running. Come on. But I'm really excited for the next episode. I was like, no, why is it so short? I waited all week and I only get 40 minutes? Are you kidding me? I expected an hour, okay? Just like Love in the Air, it was an hour. This last episode was an hour. And I know there's a bonus episode coming soon on the 19th. But I respect that it was an hour. I was stressed the whole episode, but it was an hour. This one gave me 40 minutes. Who does that? But no, it was overall, it was really, 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 really good. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys come back. It's a short reaction because, again, a lot happened, but because it was a lot of backstory. It was a lot, which I appreciated. It was a lot of, what do you really think? What happened? How did you guys meet before? Where does mom come into this? But I really enjoyed it. And I like that P9 is kind of here to like stir the pot a little, push him a little, because I feel like he needs that. On corn, that is. Um, and like, part of me wants him to be doing it just to push them a little bit, not necessarily because he's trying to get in between. If he's trying to get in between, I mean, good luck. Good luck. We'll see what happens. Good luck. But it's not really gonna happen. It's okay. He'll learn. Hopefully, he has a good ending. Please. Oh, I've also heard that in the story they're a little bit more aggressive than they are. Like, this is pretty light in comparison. So, very interesting. Do I really like the job that they're doing? Yes, I really, really do. I actually caught their live video, I believe, on Friday. Yeah, I like looked on my phone and they were like live, and I was like, click. I was on my lunch break. It was great. I love their interactions. They're so adorable. But I'll stop babbling. It's almost a 30-minute video. Let's stop here, guys. Okay. I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. I will be continuing to do them like this. Please stay tuned. I am gonna be reacting to a couple new series. So hopefully you guys will find those videos soon. I'm gonna be doing the last episode of my 12%. I am gonna be doing an overall review on Love in the Air and Coffee Melody. So please watch out for those. And yeah, I will leave you guys in this one. Remember, as always, if you want me to react to a specific series, let me know. I will look into them since I'm going to be doing more reactions now. I have a little bit more time, so I will be here. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. And remember, as always, you guys are always welcome to like, to comment, to share, to subscribe. You do not have to, but you're more than welcome to do any or none of the above. It's completely up to you. Hopefully you do decide to stick around, because there's 2 more episodes to this series and I cannot wait for the next episode. And there's also a lot more series coming soon. Between Us is on the air right now. Hopefully you guys saw episode 1 reaction. I think it was pretty glitchy. I'm sorry about that one. But like I said, technical difficulties are always a thing in this channel for right now. Hopefully that'll be fixed soon. But until the next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.